Good morning. We are live. So, if you are coming in, give me a hello. If you're on replay, drop a replay. Happy Sunday. So, we're talking about fry-ups on a Sunday and why bacon can actually be a good thing for your fat loss, and not just because maybe you go into a ketogenic state or you're doing a keto diet. And this is because of something that isn't talked about too much, but that's almost the opportunity cost of having a food that you perhaps want. So for example, quite often on a Sunday we'll have, not today because it's our Fruci Fit event, which we are looking forward to. The weather seems like it's going to hold out as well. So where we bring everyone together, that community, that support, which is super important. So in terms of this, if we think about a fry up and bacon on a Sunday, I'll quite often have like a fry up mid-morning. So maybe I say mid-morning, like 9:30. And that often keeps me going till evening, say when we have a roast, at like 4 or 5 o'clock, like that kind of time. But I might look at my breakfast, my fry up, and go, that, if I look across the week, that's actually the biggest breakfast I have across the week. And at that time, I've actually eaten more calories than I usually have eaten, which then makes you think, oh, is that a bad thing? Can I have a fry up? But when I speak to people, one of the things that comes up a lot is I don't want to restrict foods. I don't, I feel like I just crave something. That's why it's not the right time to start. All these things, and it's like you can make a fry up very nutrient dense and filling. Like bacon is quite low calorie anyway. You grill it, if you grill it especially. And if you have that craving where you're like, oh, I can't have bacon anymore, I better not have that. That impacts us. And then we try and eat less. We have like a bowl of cereal. We have something like, we just don't have the bacon. I won't have the bacon. And that's fine, by the way, if you're okay with that. But for some people, then it's like at lunchtime, they're hungry again. Or they have a bowl of cereal or something, they're hungry again at lunchtime. Then they end up eating more than they would have had in the first place. Because if I take how we can make a fry up real nutrient dense, a few pieces of bacon, baked beans, mushrooms, lots of them, grill them, use some herbs on them, tomatoes, bolt that out. I sometimes even add some greens, like some Mediterranean veg in there as well, just for the hell of it. That's me. Eggs, of course. And all of a sudden you've got a good, solid protein, nutrient dense meal, like with lots of nutrition. There's not many breakfasts that you can get 3-4 of your 5 a day in, which also stop you kind of wanting to snack. And that was something that came up yesterday. Someone had a barbecue and they said to me, like, is this too much protein? And I was like, I mean, you could argue it is on the face of it, but let's get some context. How did you feel after? Did you finish it? No, couldn't finish it. Didn't even feel the need to my supper or a snack later. There you go. You were probably lowering calories across the day. And you looked at her plate there, you might have been like, wow, that's a lot. There's a lot of meat on there. That's a lot of different meats. Could increase the salad, Yeah, sure. But it stopped the snacking later. And that is the way to look at it sometimes, because one, we get to hit the foods that we want to have. And you can do this with foods that are perhaps less, quote unquote, less nutritious, a bit sweeter, for example. So I made a big pot of sugar-free jelly yesterday. I used Ribena so I used some gelatin powder, some Ribena in there, and then I added in some berries and strawberries, things like that. And I said to the kids as well, I mean, they didn't actually have it with it, but I was like, if you want to have ice cream, do you want some jelly with it? They didn't actually end up having it, but it's, for me as well, it's like I can have jelly and say yogurt, which I had in the end, but if I had jelly in that ice cream, because I wanted the ice cream, I chose not to have it because I didn't want it. But let's say I wanted to have the ice cream, and I bulked it out then with more nutrient-dense foods rather than going, oh, I can eat more ice cream now. I've got this big pot of jelly with some berries in there, which I love. And all of a sudden, I've hit my sweet tooth if I wanted that with the ice cream. The yogurt is fine for me. Absolutely love the stuff. But if I wanted a certain ice, some ice creams, different flavours, I might be like, yeah, or from like a dairy farm or something where they've got this certain flavour or whatever. But if I wanted that would be 2 birds, 1 stone. It's similar with, say, biscuits. Can I, if I've got, I really want that Oreo biscuit, get some yogurt or something, maybe have the Oreo biscuit, then have the yogurt, or vice versa, or crumble it on top. Like something where you can think about mixing these foods in with nutrient-dense foods rather than one or the other. So I hope that helps. Any questions on our Kickstart program, which is starting this week and next? Flexible start date for women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s. You want to get in shape, get fit, have fun, but at the same time, work at their pace, improve the mobility, get toned, muscle. We've just finished our menopause mastery, which the group closes tomorrow, which has gone crazy. 5 days of content, taking action, which is the key thing, and that power of accountability. Which if people want access to that, we are going to do something that we haven't done before and allow people to have access to that. So if you did want access to that, comment below menopause. If you want more information on our 28-day Kickstart, just comment with Kickstart. But I hope that helps and gets you thinking today. Enjoy your bacon, enjoy your yogurt, enjoy your ice cream, enjoy your jelly, and I'll see you